good? Are we live? Are we live? Here we go. Yep. Let me make sure. All right. Okay. We are live and recording.
What's going on, good people? I am Arye the King.
And I'm Big G the Beard of One.
Listen, man, we back, yo. We've been gone for a minute, but we back like we never
Yeah.
left.
Sorry for the wait,
Definitely
y'all.
got some stuff to talk about, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta touch on this whole Stephen A. Smith and LeBron thing because,
Ooh.
yo, the level of petty has been something that I haven't seen before. Shout out to LeBron being on. I think he was on.
Daggly.
You said what?
Oh, no. You mean the show that he was on, the Pat McAfee show?
Yeah, he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he
Mm-hmm.
said that Stephen A. Smith just loves talking about him. He was like, I can see Stephen A. Smith in his tidy whities right now in front of the TV, be like, yes, LeBron responded to me.
Mm-hmm.
Craziness. Also, we were just talking about our hairlines, bro. Shout
Yeah,
out to
man.
us for being 40 plus, and our hairline is still. I'm not taking his head off though, because
Hang
I
it
like
on.
the hat.
Hang it
But
on.
just know that the hairline is still holding on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we are
Mm-hmm.
breaking generational curses of bad hairlines, and I think I finally crossed the threshold because like my pops, he got the classic George Jefferson shit like way back here, you
Right.
know. But I think we're good now. I think we're good. So I'm gonna
Word.
hold on to this hair for as long as I can, man, because you never know how long you're gonna have it.
She right
But
about that, man. Yo.
So did you hear Stephen A. Smith say that he would have swung on LeBron James? Did you hear that?
I saw the clip making its rounds, right? But of course, I know there's a before and after to that clip right there. So I'm not sure if the full context, but just taking that part of it, right? It's all content, man. Stephen A act like his shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? And this is all coming like what weeks after the initial uh confrontation. And it's to me, man, it reeks sucker shit, to say the least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To like double down on the back down, and now you're trying to make yourself look good to the public. It's like, all right, Stephen A, come on, man. What's really going on here, partner? You know what I'm saying? And again, hey, to me, it's all entertainment. I don't take it for what it is. To me, I think it's just a ploy to keep Stephen A's name in the public guise, but also to show people why he's worth over a $100 million contract with ESPN. I'm just saying he's doing a damn good job of having everybody talking.
Yeah, man. Stephen A. Smith is a whole sucker, bro. Like he might just be the
A
academic
rich
of the
whole sucker,
of the sports world. You know what I'm saying? Of the sports broadcasting world, man. Like
Hold on, he's
they
not as
cut from the
bad
same cloth.
as academics in the hip hop sphere.
You say what?
He's not as bad as
I mean, first of all,
academics is
nobody's as bad as
annoying.
academics. Academics is a whole hoe in these streets.
There
Stephen
we
A.
go.
Smith, though,
There we go.
the nigga's hoe adjacent. He's hoe adjacent. He got big hoe energy. Was it BBHE? Big hoe energy. Like
Big
he
whole energy. I
okay,
like
so
it.
you remember the whole thing a few weeks ago? LeBron James confronts Stephen A. Smith because he didn't like the words that was coming out of Stephen A. Smith mouth. I don't know exactly what made LeBron so mad, but
Right.
LeBron walked up to Stephen A. Smith, who was like probably in like the third or fourth row.
Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth. Pretty much that's what that moment was
There we
about right
go.
there.
So he has a talk with Stephen A. Smith. Which shit, I respect that. I have no problem with that. Listen, this is
Mhm.
why I'm careful what I say online
Right.
because to me, real man shit is if I say something about you online, that's the
Mhm.
same shit I would say to your face. I
Preach.
always thought it was 110% lame to talk all this mess, rah, 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 where you got the microphone in front of you and you in the comfort of your own home.
Hmm.
But then when you see that person face to face, the energy is a whole different thing.
Oh,
180 degrees in the other direction. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Like I don't respect that. So for Stephen A. Smith to say that he will swing on LeBron James, then granted, the whole soundbite was if LeBron had put his hands on me, I would have swung on LeBron. He then says that I would have got my ass whooped. This is Stephen A. Smith talking. He says I would have got
Okay,
my
there
ass
was some more context. Gotcha.
I will give him
Okay.
some. Well, I'll say it like this. And when I first heard the whole clip, I gave him some credit because didn't know what he was saying. He was like, "Listen, I'm not Chris Rock, okay? I understand. This is what it is. I would lose to LeBron James. LeBron James, greatest athlete in the world, 6'8", good 260, rocked up.
Solid.
Stephen A. Smith, damn near 60 years old. He would lose to LeBron James 10 out of 10 times in a fist fight. If Stephen A. Smith ain't got no type of weapon, it's a wrap. So he said I would get my ass whooped. But he was like, listen, I'm going to swing on you, though. You going to win, but I'm going to at least try to get a hit in. You know, on some man shit. I respected it at first. But then when I realized how Stephen A. Smith likes to move, he only said that so that that one part could come out. The part that came out was I would swing on LeBron.
Right.
He knew that's the part people would run with, and people did what people do. They ran with it.
Okay.
That I don't respect. That's where he's like academics, just trying to like be manipulative and get, sneak in little shots here and there. I don't like it.
Good old media tricks. Good old media tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Tricks, bro.
All right, so let me kind of go back here for a second, right? So being in that entire sphere, whatever you want to call it, right? From what I understand, Stephen A. was critiquing LeBron about having his son play the game, or trying to tell LeBron in a broad sense that you need to parent better for Bronny. And it's like, you can talk about my son's game all day because that's a part of what you do anyways, right? But to critique me about how my son either got into the league or the level of playability where my son is at is kind of slimy in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And would any father in that predicament, see somebody like, yo, that's my op, is on site, let me say a few words, right? I think anybody will be around that. You know what I mean? It's just yeah, man, like this whole LeBron and Stephen A, it's just weird to me. If I had a chance for my son to be in the same league that I am, I don't care if they're first round, last round, shit, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's history for the game. Whether he deserves that spot, hey, he still has room to grow. There were people that was drafted before Bronny, after Bronny, that ain't making the noise that, supposedly supposed to make noise, but they're not. Hey, man, at the end of the day, the NBA said, yo, this is cool. At that point, fuck it. Let it roll. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just good noise to have, man. It's funny to think that Stephen A would swing on LeBron, but hey, man, he's from New York. So, I mean, New York City, you know what I'm saying? And he talked like he would do something, but would he do it in the heat of the moment? Like, that's the question. In the heat of the moment, would he?
I don't know,
says
bro.
so, but hey, man,
it's kind of hard to swing on somebody you on the ground. Like, it is
right.
Right.
Because normally before it pops off, there's a little bit of yelling, finger pointing. You may grab somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I have never seen video of Stephen A. before he got put on with ESPN.
Oh, wait a minute though. I'm gonna when I clip this up, I'm gonna make sure I put Spice Adams' video up here. There is video of Stephen A. Smith boxing. It was from like 5 or 10 years ago.
I saw that, man.
You saw that shit? This nigga moving slow as hell, like just moving slow as hell. Now, It
But
was
wait, man,
funny.
wait, real quick though.
What?
I gotta question that because why did the boxer have one glove up here, right? And then another one down here by the waist? It's like, why are you aiming at the waist? Like, why are you hitting the waist? I could see if it was like midsection for like like a hook to the gut
Yeah, because you got
or
to
like an
vary
uppercut,
your height
but it
weight.
was
You don't
down here
want
by
to
the
be.
hip though. I'm like, why is it all the way down here by the thigh? You know
You
what
know
I'm
what it
saying,
was,
man?
though? That's that old lady self-defense training. Look, hit him in the balls. Okay. Stephen A. Smith, you like 60
No
years
means
old.
no. No
No.
means no.
Stephen A. Smith got a rape whistle. You got
Right.
blow the hell out this whistle. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely clip that shit up because that jump was funny. Shout out to Spice Adams. He like did a whole dance video to Stephen A. Smith doing. He made a dance out of how Stephen A. Smith looked throwing those 2 shots. It was hilarious.
I gotta see for sure.
But
For sure.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The criticism of Bronny is not fair because Bronny he got a lot of work to do. I think anybody that watches the game knows he got work to do. But he's not. It's not like he's me or you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we cool with LeBron and LeBron got us on the Lakers. Like we would suck in the NBA. You know, like completely suck. Bronny actually has potential. When he went to the D League, he actually has games. He scored 30 points, 35 points. Granted, that's not the NBA. But I couldn't score 30 points in the G League. You couldn't score 30 points in the G League. You know, most college players aren't.
I would get injured in 1 minute or less.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to foul somebody, though. That I can do. I know how to foul.
And then be like, fuck y'all. You rejected.
Are you going to dunk on me? Put balls in my face, nigga? No. We grabbing nuts. No pause. You dunk on me, I'm grabbing your nuts mid-air. And I'm slinging you to the ground. That would have been my first and last day in the G League, man.
Right.
Horrible stuff. Horrible stuff.
Have you heard about Ashton Hall? Does that name ring any bells to you, man?
No, who that is?
That is the male fitness influencer.
Oh, I know.
Viral over the past week. Everybody has made the memes, has made their skits, has did a funny parody take on his routine. I want to ask you, brother, has your woman at any point asked you to do a routine similar to him? Or is she looking at you differently because you don't do what he does?
Listen, all of that stuff, that dude's, first of all, he was doing the most. But this is what I don't understand. This man got like a big bowl of ice and he puts like some sparkling water in and he squeezes some
Saratoga water.
Saratoga water. I could see a brand partnership with them coming up.
Oh yeah. If they're
he
smart.
dunks his face in the cold water. Like, first of all, that water costs about $5 a bottle, nigga. We not just that's not face water, nigga. That's water that you drink.
That's drinkable water. Fancy drinkable
water. Or you gonna put your face in it and still drink it after. Ain't never been in it but your face. You know what I'm saying? But he was doing the most. But you see people doing the most on social media all the time. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I just thought it was another fitness influencer doing what y'all do, like doing stuff to get attention.
Right.
But the parodies have been hilarious.
Man.
Would I ever do that for real? No, because that water is expensive.
Right.
And then 2, I don't believe he does this for real.
Every morning, right.
This is what I've learned because I actually have. Shout out if y'all don't follow me at Beast Under Construction _ on Instagram. I'm actually on a weight loss journey myself. 70 pounds down. 30 more. Thank you, my brother. 30 more pounds to go. I want to lose a total of 100 pounds. So I actually have a lot of friends in the fitness space. The stuff that they show you is only like maybe 10% of what they do. The stuff that you don't see, that shit that's behind the scenes, is really what helps them get to where they're at. Like real shit. Brother, what's the brother name we were talking about?
Ashton Hall.
Ashton Hall. The brother is on steroids. He's on
Mm,
steroids. Like
allegedly.
it's clear.
Allegedly.
No,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
clear.
All right.
It's clear. And I'm not saying that to disparage him at all. I
Mhm.
wouldn't do it myself just because of the health stuff that comes along with that. But I don't blame him for doing it because it's when you look like that, it's easy
Mhm.
to make money in the fitness industry because you got the proof. They're like, okay, a guy sees him jogging with the weighted vest on, chest up the head and 15 abs.
Parachute
They're like,
behind you for
okay,
more
yeah.
resistance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll pay him a few $1,000s so he'll train me. So it's
Mhm.
a money thing. Same thing that The Rock does, same thing that John Cena does.
Mm.
Their bodies is their income. That's how they
Right.
make their money. But there's so much that you don't see that really goes into really what makes them look the way that they look. And he didn't get to look like that from running with a vest on and ducking his head in expensive sparkling water. I can tell you
Mm.
that. It's a lot more behind the scenes. But yo, he's capitalizing on it. I will give
Yeah.
him credit.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen
But you're
back.
dodging my question though, man. You're
Okay.
dodging the question, man.
What was the question? What's the question? What's the question?
Has your woman asked you to do a routine like that? Or has she look at you differently because you don't do that?
I would never do that. No, nigga, I am frugal. Okay.
Okay.
I am frugal. Like at
Or
no point.
maybe a downgraded, instead of Saratoga water, maybe it's filter water. You know what I'm saying? From a Brita, add-on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a banana peel, maybe it's black soap. You
The
know what I'm
day a
saying, man?
woman comes to me and shows me a video of a very buff brother doing something and saying, I want you to do what this man is doing,
Hmm.
is a day I'm gonna be like, get out. This is
Out
over.
with you, woman. Out.
This is over. Why don't you go be with that influencer flexy buff nigga then? How about that?
Hmm.
I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not. My routine is my routine, and I don't follow social media trends, man. I'm 40,
Okay. All
41,
right.
bro.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't dance on TikTok. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't paint my nails.
Right.
Like I'm a legitimately 41-year-old black man. Okay, ain't gonna happen.
Now
What
let
about
me
you?
ask you this: can you imagine a world where men are insecure by their women watching this video and either salivating over this man, which could happen.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
oh, it
saying?
happens. It
I mean,
definitely.
the dude is in shape. He is jacked.
He's in great shape.
So the steroid use, it could be a part of it.
No, it's steroids.
Could be part of it. Could be. You know what I'm saying? But for me, man, I would pretty much take the same steps as you. Like you want me to do what? At 3 o'clock in the morning? I got kids. I don't live in Miami. I'm not single. I don't have a compound with white women all over the place doing my ironing, making my food for me. No, no, I don't have that. I got two kids, one going to college, one going to high school. I got a daytime job that I need rest for my brain to think. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, what
Mhm.
he's doing is what is supposed to happen with a viral hit. Like apparently he's been doing this, but this particular one caught fire, and now everybody is talking about it. So it's going to be fun to see how what else comes from it. So hey man, it's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? The one take that I would get from it is, damn, I need to lose 100 pounds just to get a% of that look. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm taking it.
Yeah, but it's when I say steroids too, I want this to be clear. Like I don't blame him for taking steroids. Like I'm
Okay.
cool. Do it. That's
Okay.
your body, bro. Do what you want to do. If the health risks that come along with it, because bodybuilders like they die all the time. It's a very
Mm,
unhealthy sport. But you know, I would say don't do it, but I understand why you're doing it. What
Gotcha.
I don't like is, and we can talk about this real quick.
Mhm.
Anytime you see a brother or just a fit dude in general who's like yoked and it's pretty obvious they're on some type of performance enhancing drug, the people in the comments, the first comments is, "Oh, well, it's steroids. Oh, he did the steroids. Oh, I could look like that too." No, you couldn't. No, you could not look like that. You can't just take steroids
Mhm.
and then go to Planet Fitness for like 20 minutes and think that you're gonna look like these brothers, bro. Your nutrition has to be on point.
Right.
You do need the performance enhancing drugs to help you grow to a certain extent, and it does help
Mhm.
you recover, but you still got to go to the gym. You still got to put them hours in. You still got to lift heavy. You still have to recover. You still have to take all your supplements, make sure you're getting the right amount of protein in. So it's not a shortcut, but what the steroids do help you to do, they help you to bypass your own genetics. Like it's written in your genetics how big are you're going to be, how small you're going to be. That's why you can have two siblings who grew up in the same house and they could pretty much follow the same diet. They could
Mhm.
work out just about the same, but one sibling is 6'4", 230. You know, the other sibling 5'5", 170 pounds. They both siblings, they both eating the same thing. It's something in your that's written in your genetics, man. What in the world is that? That's Photoshop. That's a
Which one?
that is
Which one?
the dude with the arrow, the red arrow.
Oh, right
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
But see, look, this is how you know that athletes on steroids. It's not natural to have that amount of muscle and
Mhm.
also be that lean. To be naturally built like Johnny Bravo, super big and lean, and then waist this big. It's not impossible natural,
Okay.
but it's like a one in a million thing. So most of
Look
the
at
time
that
when you
back,
see
dog.
guys that look like that,
Yeah.
it's because of steroids. Steroids helps them to achieve that.
This is fake, right? This
No,
picture right here.
that's Jay Cutler. He's like one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Cutler, he's
Damn.
that's steroids, but that's really how he looks.
What the nigga weigh like 800 pounds of pure
Bro,
muscle?
legitimate 300 pounds. It is not, think about it like this. It's not natural to be 300 pounds and be ripped. How are you 300 pounds and also ripped?
That's
It's like
wild, man.
you will see guys sometimes, especially like the strongman guys, like they're big,
Mhm.
but they also have fat. So you can gain a lot of muscle if you naturally have a lot of muscle, but usually you're going to have a lot of fat as well, or at least a decent amount of fat.
Right.
What's not natural is to have that much damn muscle, and literally your waist is this big. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This
Like, it
shit is
usually
wild,
takes
man.
steroids to help you overdevelop your muscles to that extent.
You know what?
Usually steroids.
We gotta do a show dedicated to these bodybuilders that do bullshit like this right here. Like, this is like something injected into his arms, maybe some glue,
Yeah.
maybe some
I
grape
think
juice, or some
it's some
bullshit.
kind of oil that they can inject, synthol or something,
Mhm.
something to that effect. But yeah, that's stupid.
I mean, I know my dad wanted to be a bodybuilder long
Oh, okay.
time ago. Back in
Back
the
in the day.
in the late 80s, I want to say. He even
Yeah.
had a girlfriend named Lisa, not 90s, that like, they were like working out together. And they
Mhm.
would do the poses and shit. The hit, the hit, back. You know what I'm saying? And but he stopped, man. But look at these characters, these guys, man. Like, I can only imagine a real morning routine for them would be 10 times more extreme than Ashton. Has to be for a look like this constantly.
It's just not a natural look. And real shit, man, if steroids were safe, I
Mhm.
would go on a cycle. I would definitely do a cycle of
Mm,
steroids if they were safe, not to get that
mm.
big, because I would never want to be that big. You're so big, like you can't like wipe your butt adequately. Like you
Right.
can't
Okay. Right.
can't do it. Just
Can't podcast. I can't reach my headphones. It's my
not to
arms too
do
big.
that, but to help me, maybe put on say 10 or 15 pounds of muscle,
Yeah.
lose 30, 40 pounds of fat.
Right.
I'll do steroids for like 3 or 4 months. If
Mm.
I can achieve that, but it's it's not good for your organs, man. It's hell on your kidneys. And the same way it helps grow your biceps, your triceps, your legs, and everything, it can
Right.
actually cause your internal organs to like grow too, which ain't good for you. Also, you putting on extra weight, that's extra strain on your heart because your
Mhm.
heart gotta pump blood through all of this extra muscle tissue that you got. So it's nothing to see. It happens all the time. Unfortunately, you see bodybuilders, some of them will faint on stage. That's usually because they're dehydrated. But then also just even in the off season, you see bodybuilders pass away at 40, 35 years old,
Mm.
just because
Right.
you're abusing these drugs and it's not healthy for you.
Listen, man. Be safe out there. Be safe when
You
you're
see-
on your fitness journey. Don't go too crazy. You know what I'm saying? To get a look. Don't die young just so you can be, -5% body fat. Like don't just
It ain't necessary,
it ain't
bro.
necessary. Take
You
your
scaring the
time.
hoes, man.
Take your time, man.
Scaring the
The
hoes.
hoes will come. The hoes will come.
The
That's
hoes
all I
will
gotta
be
say.
there, bro. You don't got to be, built like Captain America to get the hoe. In fact, some of them are scared of that because they like you take your clothes off and you look like a superhero, and she take her clothes off and she just looks normal. She might get self-conscious. It's like how?
Right. Right.
You delaying the sex, my nigga. You're delaying the sex because she is intimidated by how much you go to the gym and how much creatine you take.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
don't be a statistic.
Don't do it, man. Hey, Arya, can I get nerdy just for a quick second, man? Just a little bit nerdy
My
for,
nigga,
for
the
a hot
show's
minute, man.
called Geek Salad. I
All
think
right,
that's
man.
allowed.
So you remember back in our, I won't say the name of the company, but y'all may know if y'all watched the show long enough. Back in our call center days, right? I was known at the library because I always kept a bunch of comic books at my desk, right?
Yes, sir.
One comic book in particular, besides The Walking Dead, I kept trade back, well, the hardcovers for Invincible, right?
Yes. Shout
Niggas
out to
start
you.
reading it.
You
Niggas
put me
started reading
on, bro.
like, yo, this is a dope, story. It's different. So a couple weeks ago, we come across season 3, episode 8,
Mhm.
Mark versus Conquest. At least for the first
Finally.
28 minutes of the show,
Mhm.
straight carnage, straight badassery. A lot of shit went down. The animation picked up, at points throughout the entire episode, man. And the world seen it probably about 5 times over now. I want, and no, we haven't talked since this has aired. So I want to ask you if you've seen it, and if so, coming from the book to this moment, what's your take on it?
Overall, liked it. Overall.
Overall? Okay.
But
Oh,
I
just
will
liked
say,
it.
liked it.
Okay.
Liked it. Yep. I didn't
Okay.
love it. Liked it. I thought it was cool, but
Mhm.
I think you're doing Conquest an injustice by just making him show up and it just be the last 5 minutes of the episode. I think that's a big injustice to him.
Mm. Okay.
The fight
Interesting take.
between Conquest, okay,
Okay.
in the comic books, the
Mhm.
2 times they fought were the most brutal fights that I've ever seen
Mhm.
in comic books, period. Now, I've seen a lot of bloody messes in comic books, but they were brutal. They were guttural. They were
Mm.
like all out to my last breath. I'm
Okay.
going to kill you
Yeah.
type battles.
Yeah.
And what they did on the show was you saw a lot of it. It was a lot of brutality.
They
Yes,
actually extended more than a book, I would say.
I can agree with that, but I
Mhm.
think Conquest deserved more than the last 5 to 7 minutes of the show. Number one, but then number two, for the battles between Mark and Conquest to be so crazy in the comic book. In fact, those were probably like the two. Is the two battles between them?
Mhm.
It's the battle with Battle Beast and
Spoiler.
Thrag.
Spoiler as well, but
Not really,
there you
because the
go.
comic books is out there. The comic
Yeah.
books is out
Yeah.
there. They've been out there for like 20
Mhm.
years now. So if y'all ain't up on it,
That's
nigga,
true.
Hit up
That is
Comics
true.
Explained. Rob will get you right.
Right.
Battle Beast and Thrag, and
Oh
then
yeah.
obviously Thrag and
The
Invincible,
Mark.
the
Mhm.
last, books or whatever. But I think the two battles with Conquest was like the most brutal. So it's
Mhm.
like for it to just be 5 minutes, my nigga, it's almost like Conquest is
Hold
just kind
on. You mean the overall battle itself, or just the last part of it? You know what I'm saying? Of the episode, because the battle was like 20 plus minutes, man.
So you saying the battle with Conquest lasted the whole episode?
Nigga, did you see the show?
I did. In my
That's why
mind,
I'm
it was only
puzzling,
like
man.
5 or 10 minutes. The last part.
Nigga, no. From the moment it began until when Mark headbutts Conquest's head, and nigga, it was like 28 minutes.
Okay, well, okay, then listen. If it was the whole episode or just about the whole episode, I'll retract what I said. I loved it. Maybe, maybe it was the edibles. You know,
Okay,
I
I
tweeted
take
Taylor Made,
I got
hoping it
you.
was the edibles. Like I
Okay.
thought it was like five,
So in your
5 or 10
warped
minutes.
mind, the entire joint was like, damn, this is kind of short. It's good. See,
I
I
felt like it
think
was
you need
a
to see it
side note.
again sober with the peace of mind, because from the moment it starts to it ends, it's just constantly Conquest is treating Mark like it's food. You know what I'm saying? Just like, a cat playing with like a mouse toy. Just just doing this for like 28 minutes straight until it comes to a conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Um, Listen, I make no qualms about it. Invincible is probably one of my two best comic book series I have read in my entire life. And having this part of the series animated and the way it was animated was nothing short of amazing. There is some critiques, like there's some parts where the animation was kind of lax, but I mean overall though, you can't beat it. To me, two of the coldest moments in that entire episode. Number one, when Conquest was stretching out Paul's, Oliver triple duper Paul's, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking to
Pause.
him
Top
about
of a
how,
pause,
like,
nigga. God.
first what you hear is first what you feel is your invertebrate breaking, then your bones, and if you can focus long enough, your skin starts to tear. And then he looks up and says, "This is going to be amazing." As this kid is crying, bleeding all over him. That was number one. That the way that Jeffrey D. Morgan, shout out to Supernatural alumni all day. You know what I'm saying? Um, the way that he delivered that was cold as hell. The second moment, and of course, I hope during your edible episode you heard this part, was when he told Mark, "I am so lonely," and he goes into his monologue about how everybody in his empire fears him because he does his job so well. They think he's unstable. Then on top of that, he's like, you know what? I don't even get a name, just a purpose, conquest. Like he's not. His name isn't Greg or Tommy. No, it's conquest because because that's just his purpose is to
What do you
is to
do?
kill shit. And
Conquest.
then he tells Mark that, hey man, I will cry, but nobody in the entire universe will care. Take it to your grave, nigga. I
That
was
was
like,
a cold line.
yo.
I ain't go front. That was a cold line.
And the fact that Kirkman wrote that in because, in the book, there
That's
wasn't
not in
that
the book.
moment in the
Yeah.
book. You know what I'm saying? So this is all of the actual author of this 20-year-old series writing that part, and at the end gave Conquest so much depth just within that moment right there. And of course, if you're new to the series or new to the book, new to the show, Conquest is coming back. It's just all a matter of when. And I can't wait for y'all to see what the next big event is. But damn, there's a reason why that episode got a rating of 9.9. The second best, like number two of the best TV episodes ever. And that's amazing for an animated show to invoke that much feeling, hype, intrigue, in one episode, and then shit, gotta give it up to Stephen Yeun, the voice of Invincible. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I mean, shit, he don't voice about 10 niggas in the last episode screaming and shit. Now he's in this episode still screaming, getting his ass whooped all over the place. You know what I
Which is
mean?
like
But hey, man.
a recurring theme in this show. This nigga
Right.
gets his ass whooped
Every
every show.
episode. Every episode, man. You know what? At least I would say this right. It's funny because he gets his ass whooped so much. You kind of watching like, damn, when is Mark going to have a clear win? Because think about it. What clear win has he had in the show where he just bodied a nigga, a strong nigga by himself?
Hmm.
Who? Who? Maybe
Definitely
that
not.
big ass monster from
No,
the first
okay,
season.
okay. I would say this though. So, granted, when it comes down to like the truly, really strong characters, he do be getting his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped
All
by
the
his
time.
dad. I mean, epic
Anissa.
ass whoop. I look every time. Look, I watch the episode with my kids, and I look at them like,
Like
"Get out of line."
message,
You know what I'm saying?
message.
Get out
Yeah.
of line, little nigga.
Yeah.
But okay, that one got destroyed by Battle Beast. Gets jacked up by Conquest.
Anissa as
Con-
well.
oh yeah, oh my god, Anissa destroyed him.
And
Beats
then shit,
Conquest though. He
the
had help.
other Virtumites on the bug planet as well.
Yeah,
Because he held back and got his ass in the abs, you know what I'm saying? So
but see, look, I mean, you gotta look at it like this too, though. He did beat some versions of himself, so that counts as beating Viltrumites.
did he?
Mhm.
Or did he just
Yeah.
stop him? He didn't
I mean,
like
okay, yeah, but okay, I give you that. But he loses to the strongest characters in the show, which is Viltrumites and Battle Beast. But the regular niggas on Earth that's super powered villains, he whips their ass though.
except
So
for Doc Seismic.
overall,
Doc Seismic whoop his ass too now.
you said
When
who?
them creatures. Remember?
Who? Doc Seismic?
Doc Seismic. When
but
everybody
it
got
didn't that he
captured.
won though. It didn't that he. My point is this: he's got more wins than he got losses. Okay,
Okay.
you take the good with the bad, nigga. Even Mike Tyson got knocked out.
All right.
Buster Douglas whipped Mike Tyson ass. Okay?
Okay.
So he's still Mike Tyson. That's still Iron Mike. So it's like Invincible. He probably got like 4 or 5 big losses, but you're not thinking about all those other villains that he did beat.
Okay.
He beat a lot of villains. He just ain't beat no Viltrumites. The moral of the story,
Not
nigga,
one.
stay away from Viltrumites and you might be all right.
Right.
Get that on the t-shirt. No Viltrumites, you be all right.
Yeah, there you go. That would be a number one seller. But yeah, man, you know, I mean, we ain't gonna do no breakdown, no huge recap. Even though I ain't gonna lie, the numbers on anybody that talks about Invincible is getting some. So this section will be clipped up just for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
But overall, though, man, how do you feel about this season as a whole?
Better than season 2, for sure. I think they learned a lesson and not taking a big break in the middle of the season, which is stupid.
Right.
Solid season, best season since season 1.
Okay.
Is it better than season 1?
That's all right. I'm going to say no, just because it was a bit more focused. You know what I'm saying?
Season 1 was more focused than season 3.
3, but I understand why the third season was done the way it was done, because it was trying to get people ready for what was going to be in the last 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
It was getting people ready of how to feel about Mark's black and white rationality when it comes to crime and justice, compared to Cecil's really vast areas of all things gray. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it had to set up Rex's death. You know what I'm saying? It had to, you know, get people ready for these back-to-back events for Mark, and then, you know, ultimately get Mark to a place where he's like, man, ain't nobody to fuck with me and mimes. All my ops, you would be my ops forever. It's on site when I see you. Like, it had to get Mark ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a bit, a bit chaotic, but in a good way. The first season was more about, all right, we know that Nolan killed these people. Why did he do it? What's going to happen next? And Mark's coming of age story. So that a bit more tighter and focused. But as the series goes along, and people will see, it's going to get even more chaotic in a good way. And damn, like my man was saying, that second battle with Conquest, my
Man,
goodness,
that's
niggas ain't
going to be something crazy. Listen, real shit. It almost makes me wish I didn't read the comic books. You know what I'm
good
saying?
point. Good point.
I don't regret reading the comic books because I put Invincible in my top 5 comic series I've ever read. It's that dope. But then it's like, damn, you already know what's going to happen on the show. They may take artistic license here and there, clean
Oh, they
certain stuff
will.
up for TV.
They will.
But overall, the outline of it, the blueprint of it is going to be from the source material, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it is what it is. I will say this. I agree. Season 1 to me was better as well. And mostly because of that last battle between Nolan and Invincible. Because that shit was crazy. I mean, the Conquest joint was crazy. But him fighting his dad had an extra element of this is the man that's raised me
Yeah.
since I was a baby. And
Yeah.
he's been my idol on top of that. It's one thing him being your father, but then he's your superhero idol that you look up to. You want to be exactly like him. And
Right.
now he just starts murdering people. He makes you watch him murder people. Then he beats you like between like 90-95% of your life. Like that was crazy. And then Nolan has like a moment. He was like, oh shit. He realized what he
Why am I
done.
doing this? Yeah.
It's kind of like you smash a chick you probably shouldn't have smashed. You know what I'm saying?
You feel that instant regret right
Like,
after
oh
the
my
fact.
God,
Why do I do this to myself every time?
no, she got 3 nipples. Why did I put my? And I knew she had 3 nipples going
You took
into it,
there,
but
man.
it been a while, man. Then you get that
Right.
post nut clarity. This nigga
Right.
had post nut clarity, and then he flies off in his face like this. with
Yeah.
tears coming down his face. It is what it is. That battle was crazy.
Yeah.
This is what I wonder because I think to finish this series out, and this is the last thing I'll say about this. I think they need 6 seasons. I don't think they can finish out the entire series in just 5 seasons.
Oh hell no. Hell
I
no.
think they need at least 6.
I would say between 7, 8, just to like if you're taking 20, what, 21, 22 years of Invincible, breaking it down to a series, man, yeah, you're going to need at least 6 or more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's just so much to it, man. So much to it. So many. And you know what? This is the last part I say about this too, right? That people are not seeing or not thinking about. Mark changes, and a lot of superhero comic books, right? The character goes through a lot of things and may change, but they don't grow. They're 35 forever. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get like a side story or like a what if scenario or a multiverse version of it, right? Um, Mark actually grows up in the show, and his experiences, his decisions, truly does change his future, and we see it right along with them and everybody else as well. Like his decisions, like a Fallout role playing game, does well. Matter of fact, it's kind of like Mass Effect. Again, this is me on my nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mass Effect, where if I make a decision, somebody will remember that decision later on in the game, and that may affect my gameplay. It's like that in Invincible, and you don't get that a whole lot in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? They may reference to it, but then that's it. They move on to the next big event. You know what I'm saying? But Invincible does a good job of doing that, and the fact that you have Robert Kirkman, who actually wrote the shit. You know what I'm saying? Actively involved in a project, which is kind of like Marvel right now has kind of like strayed from that, and I guess we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, man, it's Amazon got a big one on their hands. I hope they let them, be able to carry on for the next however how many years to have this story told in full.
Agreed. Speaking of Marvel, bro,
Hmm.
do you think Blade is officially canceled? Because
Nigga,
it
yes,
hasn't been.
yes,
Marvel hasn't come out and said it, but
right.
there's been leaks and that quote unquote insiders are saying that they have heard that they're scrapping the new Blade.
Yeah, man. Well, the latest rumor now is that I guess either the director or the producer that was a part of the John Wick franchise is going to be either directed or be involved in the movie somehow, some way, right? Um, at this point, man, I'm like, listen, that movie was supposed to come out when 2022, 23,
22. It's been like 6 or 7 years since they announced it. So
right?
you figure
Because
usually they announce it, it's going to come out within like 2 years. So should have probably
because
been 21 or 22.
right, because they announced it before COVID. I remember that.
Shit is crazy.
COVID put the world on hold for about 2 years, right? And then the thing is that mad Marvel movies came out after. But to go back to your question though, man, yes, I don't think Blade is going to be a thing. I think they need to scrap it or whatever the case may be, because Mahershala is only getting older. And I'm quite sure, with him, being his own director as well, he probably have other shit lined up like he want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of actors do want to be a part of Marvel because for one, it's going to get them a whole lot of money if it's done right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, man. Chris Evans, was Captain America, and he even said like man, me having this role let me be able to fund my own projects because they were just throwing him money, like take it, fuck it, your cap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think they should scrap it. Maybe wait like another 5 years. Like don't say shit about it. Don't rumors. Just scrap it. Start from scratch, man, with the right people. Like real talk, man. Give that shit to Ryan Coogler. You saw what
They
he
should
did
have
to
been did that. I think he
Black
would have been
Panther.
the obvious choice, like between somebody was like between him, maybe like what's his dude name? Is it Jordan Peele?
Jordan.
No,
I don't.
Peele.
That would be Jordan's Peele, that first action movie. I don't
Just
know about that.
just to maybe add some horror elements to it.
Okay,
I think with
I can
Blade,
see that.
you should
I can
definitely
see
have.
that.
He's like a
Yeah,
hero on the spooky side.
right.
He's a hero and like a fucking vampire. So like, I can see that, man. And Michael B. Jordan needs to have something to do. I don't know what he's gonna do, but just throw
Right.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Coogler and Jordan, they always,
Mhm.
had that synergy or whatever, man. But I think it's a shame. I hope Marvel is compensating Mahershala for all the time they wasted on scrapping scripts. That's hard to say. Scrapping scripts.
Scrapping
Um,
scripts. Yeah.
Producers coming and going,
Mhm.
directors coming and
Writers
going.
coming and
This
going as
brother
well.
he could have made millions of dollars in other movies and TV shows if he wanted to pursue, TV as well. So I
Mhm.
hope Marvel has some kind of way of compensating him for the 6, 7 years that they pretty much wasted of this fine actor's career.
Exactly.
Um, that being said, if you're gonna do Blade, man, I would rather it be done right than to be done quickly.
Mhm.
Because Blade is such an iconic character, especially to our community. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
Wesley Snipes in the first Blade to this day, there is no cooler comic book character on TV.
No, sir.
No, none cooler. The
Mm-mm.
dude is half vampire, which is cool in and of itself. His outfit was dope. He had them
Love it,
crazy
boy. Agent
one-liners,
Rabbit.
man. Motherfuckers
Mhm.
always trying to ice skate up here. Like, bro, he's slicing people heads off and then
Yeah,
asking
man.
questions later. He had a sword, he had swords, and he had guns. Like the dude, bro, you can't get it would be impossible okay, to fit any more cool in a comic book
Mm,
character
good point.
than with
Good
Blade,
point.
bro. It would
Perfect point.
literally be impossible. Every other comic book character, they a Boy Scout
Or they
or
were fun. They were charismatic. They had
yeah,
quips all day.
no
Yeah.
warts. This man is literally trying to kick the habit of biting people and sucking their blood. This man he's like a fiend for blood. So he gotta shoot up like this. There's so many layers to it. And then a cool brother on top of that. Like,
Right.
come on, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
this dude, do justice by the character, man. The script
Mhm.
should have been out. I really hope it's not true, but more than likely it is. They were saying early versions of the script that they scrapped had him kind of playing second fiddle to his daughter, which is
Yeah.
like a
I ain't
travesty,
like that.
bro.
Yeah. I ain't
Like,
like that
that's
either.
like, come on, man. Like,
Mhm.
why? You got the blueprint, nigga. Just make a movie that's similar to Blade 1.
That's it.
Add elements that's going to connect this movie to future projects,
There you go.
which is not hard to do.
Mhm.
And like put it out. Like, why is this so hard? I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell you what's another kick in the face. I know you saw the little teaser that Marvel did for their Avengers movie, right? With
Yeah, yeah.
and they got the chairs, but the names of the actors on each chair.
Mhm.
Guess what name wasn't there? Our man, Mahershala Ali, was nowhere in sight. So again, it's like, damn, it's like a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a double murder on that character because y'all fail to recognize how great this movie could be. The easiest solution, give it to Ryan Coogler. Let him make another $1 billion movie for y'all because y'all need it. Because Captain America: Brave New World didn't do it for y'all. So give the movie to Ryan Coogler. Let him do his shit on it. Let Michael B. Jordan throw some money to it as well. Let him be a new villain. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Anything. But make it happen, man. That is the easiest solution in this whole shit.
Bro, I hate to be the one. I hate to be that guy. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Here we
Let
go.
me take this hat off. Let me put my kufi on. It's because it's a black character. And this is bullshit. This is 100% bullshit. And the reason I
Mm,
say that is because it's not as if you don't got a track record with Marvel films. If you put money behind a dope character, and we could all agree that Blade is a very dope character,
very,
you get the
very.
right producer, you get the right actor to play the titular character, you're going to make a lot of money. So why the apprehension in getting the script? You
Mhm.
already got Mahershala. The man is I think he won an Oscar. I think he's an Oscar
He
winner.
did
Is it Green Book?
for that movie Moonlight.
Moonlight. Okay. Yeah. So you
Moonlight.
got
Yep.
everything that you need. All you need is a script. Go get it done. You're gonna make money. The only thing I could think of is
Mhm.
like they're looking at it like, okay, well, we could put this movie out, but maybe it's safer if we put out a movie starring white folks. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I don't like that. And it's one of those things too, man, where black people, you gotta make your own sometimes. Cause like if you don't make your own, you're always
Mhm.
at the mercy of a bunch of white executives who may not see the value in your projects that you may see in it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to make your own platform sometimes. Like, you want to work with those big studios. I get that.
Right.
I
Yeah.
get that. But at the same time, you got to work on building your own table, man, because they don't always want you at the table. And I think this is a
Mhm.
situation. It has to be about money. Like it has to be, because I can't think of no other reason why you wouldn't do it. You have so many things lined up for this movie to be successful. You have fans
Right.
that want the movie. So
Yeah.
why it ain't coming out?
Let me give you a list of all other movies from Marvel that came out after COVID. All right. And we're going to grade it on a scale from one to whatever, maybe maybe whatever the case may be. Let me know. But matter of fact, scrap that. List movies. Let me know which movies or movies should have been taken out. All right. We got Spider-Man, No Way Home.
That was good.
Keep it or scrap it.
I liked all the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland.
Okay. Black Widow.
Scrap it. Not because it was bad. It wasn't
Okay.
bad. It just could
Okay.
have been a lot better. I don't like them gender swapping villains just for the sake of gender swapping.
Yeah. Okay.
Taskmaster was a dude, bro. Just keep him a dude. Have her fighting a dude. Like that's okay.
And then on top of that, Taskmaster was just a brain dead child that looks at video all day. Zero personality, which was missing from the original Taskmaster. Okay, Master. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse.
No, I'm keeping that one. I like that
Okay.
one. Saw that one twice.
Internals.
Scrappy, scrap it. Oh my God, scrap that movie. How you gonna have a movie with like 7 heroes in it that we've never seen on the screen before? You gonna bring all of them together at one time? Like, I don't care about none of these people. Like, any of them could have died at any point, and it would have been okay. Like, think about how you felt when Iron Man snapped and he ended up dying. You had the whole scene. It's like you've been invested in Iron Man for 10 plus years.
You felt something.
Nigga, who is Festus? You know what I'm saying?
The only thing about that movie, man, to me that was kind of entertaining was let me see if I could say it, the Celestials. That's it.
That part was cool.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? All right, next one. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was good. How have we not had a second Shang-Chi yet?
That's big mystery.
Same. They don't want minorities in these movies, bro, and I don't understand. Shang-Chi.
Big mystery.
I would assume that would be big in like China. I mean, it's gonna be big everywhere, but you would think it's even more big in an Asian country, right? So why would you not do it? Like, the money seemed like it would make even more sense with that. But we've only had one Shang-Chi, and the first one was really good.
Yeah, man. That came out back in 2021.
Ridiculous.
And it's 2025, so that's what, 4 years. It's like most good movies don't wait 4 years to come out, but I digress. All right. Black Panther 2.
Black Panther 2, it was not without its issues, but it was overall good. I'm still mad they killed Angela Bassett. You have to kill Angela Bassett, man.
I ain't like that, man.
But it was good. It was good. I think they should have gave the T'Challa character another movie before they moved to the sister. I don't have any issue with them moving to the sister as Black Panther that happened in the comic books.
Yeah.
Shout out to Black women. Love Black women, but can we get at least 2 movies before you move over the person?
That's the whole recast issue. Should have happened. Should we have recasted him by now? That whole jazz. You know what I'm saying? But all right, cool. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Scrap it. Scrap that. And when I say scrap it, I don't mean it ain't worth going to see. It's a Marvel movie, bro. I'm a comic book head. I'm gonna go see it. But it's like, you take Thor's greatest villain, and this is Thor's great. Fuck Loki. Yeah, this is Thor's greatest villain, man. And you just kind of make him a dude that he's the Pied Piper. This nigga kidnapped some kids.
Right
now, Thor got to team up with the kids to fight. Like, no, nigga, in the comic books, Gore was that guy. I don't know why you would intentionally nerf your villain. You have to make your villain stronger than your hero. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense as a movie, as a TV show, as a comic book. Imagine the hero and the villain where the hero is like, legitimately stronger. Like, you don't give the hero nothing to really overcome. And it's like Gore in the comic books, it won't just that he was a threat to Thor. Gore was going around planet to planet killing other gods. He just hates gods. Like, I'm gonna kill every god that I see.
Yep.
They missed an opportunity to do that. Like,
and they're having 3 Thors. on the same screen. Like, imagine Chris Hemsworth playing a young Thor, current Thor, and old man God Thor,
And it's
all at
not
the
like
same
they didn't
time.
have the technology to do it. You just saw them time traveling in the Avengers movie, the
Hmm.
last Avengers movie. So
They
he
could have
could have
done it.
found a way to do that. You could have had all three Thors battling this dude. That would have been dope. But
Hmm.
no, they found a way to make Thor a stepdad. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like all of a sudden, this nigga's a stepdad now. Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
father now. Like,
And
come
also
on,
too,
bro.
coming from Ragnarok, they made the movie way more goofier than what it should be. And then what I'm saying, that kind of took off the edge from Thor and what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? His his brother dying, his mother dying, well, seeing his mother die again, or seeing her before she died again. It's like, all right, man, I kind of played up the goofiness of like level 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Hold up, real quick. Shout out to Black Spartan, man. He in the chat. What's going on, bro?
What up, brother? What up? What up? What up, man? Thanks for joining on, man. And then a last one, man. Will also as well, man. We're asking people on a pod, uh, for Blade to become a movie. Like, which of the movies since COVID would you have scrapped? Right. We talked about Spider Man, Black Widow, Doctor Strange 2, Eternal, Shang Chi, Black Panther 2. We're on Thor: Love and Thunder. Last one is Captain America: A Brave New World.
You ain't gonna
Would
get
you
me to talk ill
would you
about
scrap it, or would
one of the
you
few black
let it stay?
superheroes. Nope. Nope. Don't scrap it at all.
Okay,
That's We only get a handful of black superheroes.
I respect that.
Listen,
I
that
respect
movie
that.
could have been trash. It wasn't. I like the movie.
Okay.
It could have been trash. You would
Hmm.
never see me say nothing bad about it just because it's a black superhero. Is that fair? No. And I don't care. What Wale say, sue me. I'm rooting for everybody that's black. And this is a
Yeah.
black superhero. We don't get
Hmm.
many of them. I'm not scrapping that movie, man.
There you go. Okay.
Now, will I
Okay. I
trade? Hold
mean,
on. I would say that would I trade it for Blade though? Yes, I would trade it for Blade.
there we
I'm
go.
not scrapping it though.
There we go. Okay.
I would trade it for Blade.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like you, right? I would let it stay because this is Anthony Mackie's first big starring role in a long while, right? And he's Cap. Um, he's like a boring version of what Captain America is supposed to be. And you're right. What up, Natasha Lucas? Thank you for coming on to the chat. Black Spartan or boy Will. Yeah, man. Blade is on lot support, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to just fade off in the wind. You know what I'm saying? But back to Cap though, man. Brave New World. Um, I wouldn't scrap it or trade it with Blade because, like you said, we need more black superheroes, right? And even though the movie wasn't great, there was some things in the movie that I liked a lot. You know what I mean? I still kind of wish they would have kept the Red Hulk kind of like in the back pocket, but also too,
They
I
could.
don't like the way they did the Red Hulk. He was just just like an exact copy and paste version of the first Hawk in the Avengers movie. Just all anger, no reasoning whatsoever. Where in the books, the real Hawk had his full senses and kind of smarter in that sense. You know what I'm saying? I wish they kind of went that route. They keep doing the same shit where it's just somebody hawks out, gets mad, rampages, and then that's it. You know what I'm
I like how they
saying? So
teased it though throughout the movie. Like you
what's
knew it was
that?
gonna happen by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of teased it moving up to it. I would have liked to have seen them. Let get a black man the drugs too. Why the black man can't have a super soldier serum? Give him. I know
Oh,
it's
you know
not
why?
comic,
Because
not comic
because
accurate. Like
yeah,
what?
because Anthony Mackie's character didn't want to take, like, that was his dilemma. Like, damn, should I have taken the serum?
Why not? Nigga, Steve Rogers did it. Nigga just helped save the universe 4 or 5 times. Nigga, why you can't?
Right,
You
right.
just a regular man out here fighting a giant red rage monster. Like, nigga, like, use your advantages. But
Yeah,
I digress, man.
yeah.
Overall, I thought it was good. I give it a
Mhm.
7.5 out of 10. Could have been better, but worth going to see.
Yeah, Will
I actually
said,
thought about going to see it again at the movies. I
I'll
didn't,
wait until you
but
said what?
thought about that shit.
Will said Red Hawk should have been a surprise, but advertising for the movie destroyed it. Yes, most definitely.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Only because of some of the movies that we just named and Marvel's perceived downfall. I think they
Mhm.
had to give you something to look forward to. And especially the way they was looking at it, like, all right, we already about to make Captain America black. We know the Trumpers is gonna hate this shit. So we gotta
And
get
they
them,
did, man.
we
Boy, I
gotta
see so
get
many
them something.
TikToks.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
red
man.
states was about to run away, so let's give him a red hawk, man. Let's
Right.
you know, I think that put some excitement into the movie. I think people was anticipating it because they saw, how Red Hawk was looking. But
Will said this too. Well, it also goes back to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. When that serum was available, you saw Bucky and Sam discuss it that he didn't want to change who he was.
man, man, whatever. Okay. It ain't look, I guarantee you, if we ask Anthony Mackie will look, nigga. Okay, make my character as strong
Super
as
soldier,
possible.
damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
why not? You know what I'm saying? He trying to be
Hmm.
all American and shit. Nigga, if the regular Captain America can be enhanced, nigga, you can be enhanced too.
Hold on, we got this. Walker had to watch his friend get 86 before he took it and got his ass handed to him by the Dora Milaje, which is true. They did put a pause on him. I remember that. I remember that,
Epic,
man.
epic ass whooping.
Yeah.
Epic.
Matter of fact, it's funny because we watched that show a couple months ago, man. And after he got his ass handed, he was like, "Damn, how they do that with the shield? I can't do that like them." You know what I'm saying? So he was really torn at the fact that these black queens whoop his ass all over the place. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I'm gonna tell you this though, man. I think you know what I got for whatever reason. I got high expectations for the Thunderbolts. I
Me
don't know
too.
why. I think they got the right cast in that movie to make it somewhat ground level with a let's just say it. Century is going to be the Century plus the Void is going to be the villains. It's not a spoiler. It's in the comic books. Um, I think that has real potential to be a really good movie. Will it make the money that it it could deserve? All depends on word of mouth, great reviews, etc. You know what I'm saying? But I think that has the best potential to be a better movie from the last 4 or 5 that we've seen.
I agree. I'm looking forward to that. A movie where you kind of get like the cast offs and the rejects. You know what I'm saying? This misfit group. I think that's dope. Um, I will say this though. I like how they're kind of keeping what the Century is going to do and how he's going to be. They kind of keeping that under wraps.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but definitely looking forward to that. And it's one more movie that's coming out this year, right?
Is there another Marvel movie? Another Marvel movie. This is 2025 Marvel movies of 2025. Let's see. We got that. I think that might be the last
That might be the last
one.
one.
Oh, the Fantastic Four is
Fantastic
coming
Four.
out
Okay.
this year.
Yeah, with they fashionable sweaters. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Hey, it's fly, man. I ain't gonna lie. Let me get one of
that
them
joint is
joints.
like it's based in the '60s, right? Like they actually have
I
it based
think,
in the '60s.
yeah, I think this is gonna be like a different Earth with them on it because they're
Okay.
not mentioned with what's going on now. Will said same Thunderbolts. Hold on, let me put this up here. Thunderbolts should be good considering the story they are trying to tell, which should be good. Yeah, should be good. Should be good.
What it,
But yeah, I think the Fantastic Four has a good chance of being, another fun movie. Hopefully Galactus has done it right because he was teased in the first trailer. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
yo, it's wild. It was one part of the old Fantastic Four movie, the joint that had Chris Evans in it. it was a
Mhm.
scene where Reed Richards was in the club with like, I don't know, with like two girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice this when I was like younger watching it, but like he was like he was doing this, but he was making his fingers like stretch out because he got stretchy powers. And the girl
Yeah.
was like, ooh. Ooh, like I never noticed that, bro. Until somebody brought
Okay.
it up. It's like, yo, they was
Yeah.
really hitting that, the
Mhm.
Elastic Man doing his elastic thing. I was like, okay, that's different, man. That is different. But
Listen,
we're gonna
man.
see. I think they're gonna do justice to it.
Yeah.
Wait, side note, how have we had two separate reboots of the Fantastic Four before we get one reboot of Blade? That's all I'm gonna say
Damn.
about it. Bullshit.
There we go. That's it. Mic drop in here. This. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, you're right. You got because that came out before Fantastic Four, right? Did it also come out before Spider-Man? The first Spider-Man movie?
What did?
Blade, the first Blade movie. Did that come out before
Yeah, because
Spider-Man by
First
Sam
Blade was
Raimi?
like 98. I want to say Spider-Man was probably 99, 2000, something like that.
So if that is the case, then you got 3 reboots of Spider-Man before a one Blade reboot. Oh, hold up. I forget. Remember there was Spike TV back in the day?
Yeah.
They had the Blade TV show with
Yeah. Sticky
Sticky.
Fingers.
So that's the only other reboot that we got.
That don't count, man. Yo, shout out to Sticky
It
Fingers,
does
man.
count.
But
It's
we talking
canon, nigga.
about
It's
on the
canon.
big screen. You know what I'm saying? On the big
Right.
screen. Like
Right.
it's ridiculous, bro. They could have did it if they wanted to. They just don't want to take chances on black projects. It is what it is. We know what it is.
Even though we gave them $1 billion twice over now from the first and second Black Panther.
They looking at it like, oh, that's just an anomaly. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
It's just an
understand,
anomaly.
man.
Blade saved the Marvel universe.
There you go.
Blade saved Marvel.
That's it.
But what do I know though?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
just the guy. Just the guy.
I think that's it, man. I think we cover a lot today. I want to thank everybody watching the chat right now. Thank y'all. We back. We back in
Appreciate
action. We don't take a hiatus, but now we back in the saddle. Watch this podcast. Share it to your people on YouTube. We're also on
Like it. Hit that
Spotify,
like button.
Apple, YouTube Music as well. Support Aye, his health journey. Niggas trying to get down to 55 pounds soaking wet. Help him, support him on his way to get down 100 pounds soaking wet. Me, just watch out for more shit coming on the channels. I'm gonna do a lot better myself. And yeah, what you guys say, REA?
Nah, that's about it, man. Again, thank everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet. Hit that like button.
Sir.
Let us know in the comments, man, what movies you are looking forward to. It don't even got to be comic book movies. It can be any kind of movie. Put in the comments so we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right.
And once more, I am Big G, the bearded one. That
I'm Aye the King. Y'all be good.
Peace.
Nigga.